My man, it's really crazy to know that I would say about 5 years ago I probably met you. Michaela and Josh were friends back in college at Illinois State, and Michaela had introduced me to Josh, and we were like neighbors. Yeah. We had like lived right next to each other, and really just known you for this amount of time and seeing the journey that you've went through and the story that you tell and the adversity that you've dealt with. It's amazing, and just know that I'm very proud of you for what you've done thus far and what you've overcome. And really, Josh, what the first thing that I want you to touch on, man, like you got into this business, dude, with no money. And we know that when you come to this business, you got to invest in yourself. You got to buy leads. And so like, what did you do when you didn't have any money to just get on the phones?
Man, I hit up whoever I could to dial. Said, hey guys, I'm willing to dial all day long. I just want to contribute any way possible. So I didn't have the money, I didn't have the capital behind me, but I knew I had an opportunity. And every day you wake up, you got an opportunity. So I always say another day is another opportunity. And then, Gage was always talking about being intentional about your growth. So I just, was proactive about it and said, hey, if anybody needs help as far as dialing, not anymore, but if anybody needs help dialing, I want to contribute. I don't have much to offer besides my work ethic. And growing up, single mother, similar to you, we didn't have much to offer besides our loyalty and our word. So that's something that I really try to stand on, is my word, as well as, trying to contribute as much as I can to what Gage and Michaela and so many great people have created. I mean, I was sitting in class with him at ISU. We took one class together. I think it was a K&R class. And to see his growth has been so inspiring to me. And it's just another day is another opportunity. That's what I always say, to keep growing and developing.
I love that, man. And so that's, I wanted him to share that, guys, because he had no excuses. He didn't say, oh, I can't do this business because I don't have any money. He said, hey, who needs help with dialing? Because he understood that the phones is 80% of this business. And one key thing that you've always done, Josh, that I think a lot of new agents are so afraid of doing is unmuting themselves. Like why did you continuously unmute yourself even when you knew you weren't very good? And even though you were getting hung up on in 10 seconds, 5 seconds, like what made you always want to continuously dial unmuted?
Mainly because it just goes back, when people say, no, can't make excuses. Due to my situation, I was like, man, dude, like this is really hard. But again, I was like, this is an opportunity to serve. That's the most important part, serving from the heart, not thinking about how much I'm gonna get off a sale or who's gonna pay me first, putting the client in the best position. But as far as unmuting, just eager to grow, and losing everything from my car last year, being evicted, literally losing everything and working 7 days a week. I had to pray to God, how do I find this other gear? Like, this is my only opportunity to change my financial situation around, as well as turn my 10 to 20 year goals into hopefully 5-year goals, and so I knew if I unmuted myself, that was the only way I was going to get better. It's just like, I tell people, it's like showing up to class. Live dials is class. So you show up, you unmute yourself, you raise your hand, ask questions. And I think several months ago, I told the team, I said, hold me accountable. I'm here to grow. I'm not here to just, shoot the breeze. Like, I really want to grow, because I felt like, I've watched from the sidelines so long as a dialer, and I'm like, man, I know I can do this. I just got to figure it out. But what I've been learning, it's been helping me a lot, is getting my teeth kicked in. You're not going to get better on the phones dialing for 30 minutes and then calling someone saying, hey, no one's picking up. What about these leads? No, I was getting my ass kicked for months, not making commissions. So as far as excuses, you got to leave those out the window. And that was hard for me at first, because I was looking around like, I haven't saw anyone really come from my situation. So then that held me accountable to say, okay, you know what? like you got to do it. No excuses, Josh. If you can't see anyone else's story that's showing you that, then you need to create this on your own and keep that faith that God has provided an opportunity for you to serve as well as to protect your family. And all you got to do is pick up a phone and then unmute yourself to grow. So it's a no-brainer to me.